Tuesdays divide, the clock hits 8. No filters here, just talk that straight. Laugh so loud, it can shake the gate. Facebook fam always pulling their weight. We hit live, roll out the streets, we roam. Truth in the mic, we don't play clone. Real ones know this is where it's grown. No bravado, just a real talk zone. No bravado, that's the code. We go live and we unload. Real talk flows, never slow. Facebook crew, that's the road. No bravado, no disguise. Tuesday nights, we energize. Truth and laughter, we baptize. Tune in fam, we're on the rise.
There's me trying to plug in the fan because boy,
Yeah.
let me add in Spotlight. Add to the stage. Good evening, Spotlight listeners. Oh. Menopause and this type of heat. Yo,
Don't go.
put my glasses on, see? And we have the lovely. Hey!
Hello, beautiful.
Hi, Tash.
Hi.
Is there any way you could turn your phone landscape
Okay.
rather than portrait?
That bit better?
No, try the other way.
It's just made you. It's just made you.
Is it?
Try the other way.
Okay.
And again.
And again, like this?
Oh, no. No, it's not doing it. Why is it not?
Oh, I don't know. It's not doing it. It's just turning you, but it's not turning.
Oh.
Because yeah, never mind. That's what I was trying to call you so that we could have done this before. But welcome anyway. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay, thanks. And yourself?
Yeah, thanks for agreeing to come on. It's good to have you here, man.
Oh,
good to have you here.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm excited.
Enjoying the weather?
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be really, really good. And I did enjoy the weather today. Yeah, it's been really nice. Yeah, lovely weather and yeah, great vibes.
I don't know if you lot can see my big old industrial fan because I'm not trying to hear it, but I am so hot. I don't want to be the black girl that complains about the heat in England, but yo, feeling it, sweating, just all kinds of things, boy. But it'll be snowing next week anyway, so let's not complain. Let's try not to complain. So yeah, welcome to No Bravado. This is your first time coming on the show, so let me give the viewers a little bit of a backstory. We met. Where did we meet? Did we meet through Black Excellence?
I think the first time we met was in White. What's it called? Whitechapel, I think.
When we done Tower Hamlets.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So we met through Bridget.
Yeah.
Okay, so we met through Bridget, and then you came and done a few Black Excellence events.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Turn your volume up.
It says on the microphone. I don't think I can turn it up any higher than this.
Okay.
Gosh.
Okay, I can hear you now anyway. Let me turn up mine. Yeah. So you've done a few Black Excellence events. You're now a No Bravado member, and you've come to join us to let us pick your brain. But I want to talk to you about your business before we go into the topics. I want you to tell us a little bit more about your business. I want to try and do like more of these, like our Black Excellence vendors, where we sit and talk to you because we're really passionate. There's 4 of us that are on Black Excellence. So there's me, Natalie, Charlene here on the screen, who you know, and a gentleman called Gary. I don't know if he's turning up today. Hopefully he will at some point. But we're all passionate about Black-owned businesses and really want to see our economy and our pound circulate. And I've had the pleasure of working with you through Black Excellence and through just doing different events and watching you. It's a family-run business. You're out there with your husband. What's that now?
A tapping noise.
Yeah.
I can hear it. I can, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, and I'm freezing for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah. Anyway, so it's a family-run business. You're out there with your husband. What is that?
What? Right.
Yeah, it's like a crackling sound. I can hear it too. Yeah.
It's like someone's tapping. Hang on, I'm going to mute you and see. Speak, Charlene.
Hello?
It,
Can you hear me?
it's Natasha.
It's me.
It's someone tapping in the background. Someone typing.
It's just me. It's just me in here. So, yeah. So it's just me. But I can hear I can't hear it as I'm speaking to you now. But should I come off and go back on again?
Yeah, try it.
Yeah.
Try exit and come back in.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
It's like a tapping. It's like someone's tapping on the computer. It's
Typing on
weird.
Yeah.
It's just me. So there's nobody tapping here. Yeah, let me come off.
All right, go out and come back in. Weird. So I was saying, so Natasha is, she's going to be back in a minute, but she is, it's a family-run business. Her husband and her son, they're out, they're grafting, they have a hair care business, and I just love to see the family dynamic of how they, how they get out there and they graft and they're teaching their son about business. And it's amazing. It's just amazing to watch. They do really well as a business, and I'm excited to talk to her when she comes back about her business. So anyway, let me remove. So when she comes back, let's talk about our weekend. We met a No Bravado member. We went to we done African Oye, which was with Makuda. Amazing experience. We had a great experience actually, and we're going to try and get him on here. We met Carl Perkins. Now Carl Perkins is somebody that always gives us really raw, honest opinions. I told someone to jump off of a bridge last week, which I was like, "Bro, why are we like this?" It's hilarious. But I like him. I think he's funny. There we go. Hello.
Hi. Is it any better or?
Much better.
Oh, thank God for that. I haven't done anything.
Yeah, much better.
Just come out and go back in.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was just saying that we met one of our No Bravado members at African Oye in Liverpool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and he was saying, "Oh, you could use this for one of your topics," because he was coming back to the event with his girlfriend and his ex-girlfriend. So we was like, "How you manage that?" So, but but yeah, that it was good to see him. So if you're watching, Carl, it was great to see you, and we can't wait to have you on. Before you went out and came back in, I was explaining that you have a family-run Black-owned business. You're out, you graft with your husband and your son. I think it's amazing that you teach your son about business from now. And you pay him, don't you? You pay him, so he earns a wage, so he knows what it is to graft from this age. How old is he? That's 11, 12? Is he 13 now?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So he's learning about business. He's learning about the family business. He's learning about money. He's learning about the graft. He's learning to speak to people. What I've noticed is that people can't resist his cute face. So when he comes and he says, "Would you like to try our hair?" No one's going to say no.
It's true.
So it's a great gimmick. I love it. But I love to see the Black family unit working towards their economics within their family. It's amazing to watch. So well done. No Bravado, you have watched the show before from what you've explained. It's very relaxed. So please don't be nervous. Yeah. Just be yourself. We're going to just talk as if how we talk on the phone. So you and I talk all the time on the phone now. So just don't be nervous. Just talk. Yeah?
Okay,
All
good.
right,
Yeah.
so I'm going to ask you a few questions about your business, and then we'll run into some topics. And I might not do the full 2 hours because it's too hot. I just need to strip off these clothes and go and take a cold ass shower and lay on my bed. That's what I need to do. So
Oh,
um,
God.
I probably won't keep you here too long. Anyway, so what's the story behind Here Today, Here Tomorrow, and what made you decide to turn your business, your passion, into a business?
Okay, so we started back in 2013, and
Mm.
before then, I actually used to wear my hair relaxed. So I had a relaxer. I went on holiday to America to see a relative, my aunties, and we went to hairdressers, and I just thought, I've got a new style. When I got back, my mum tried to wash my hair, and then the hair wasn't reverting back. So she was like, "Oh, what's your hair not going back?" So I said, "I don't know." So anyway, she called my aunt, and then she said, "Oh, all the little girls in the States have got creams on their hair. They're all relaxers." And I was like, so I said, so my mum was like, "You put a relaxer on her hair." So
Oh,
anyway,
shoot.
cut long short, my mum said, "Look, you've got two options. First option is that we cut everything off and you start from scratch, or you have to continue to relax it every couple of months." So I was thinking, I was like a 14-year-old girl. Bear in mind, the 14-year-old girls now are different to the 14-year-old girls.
Yeah,
When I
how
was,
we were.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
definitely.
girls know everything now. It wasn't anything like that for me. So I was like, I wasn't expecting that. It just all came like, as a shock and a surprise. I just thought, in fact, she just said we're going to put a cream on it. I didn't know. To me, cream is lotion.
And your aunt
Yeah,
shouldn't have done that without speaking to your mum, to be fair. I would have hit the roof. I'd have lost my
exactly.
shit if I was your mum. No way. She should have never have done that without speaking to your mum. But yeah, go on.
Yeah. So she's like, "Oh, all the little girls in the States have these and blah, blah, blah." So I basically had those two options. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to just keep on relaxing it every month. So I kept doing that. And then, oh my gosh, there's something so embarrassing happened. I don't even know if I should mention it. But
Well,
in fact,
don't if you don't want to.
no. So basically what happened was, like, fast forward how many years later, when I met my husband. So we were dating and everything, courting. And then I used to wear this thing called an instant weave. So it was like,
I remember
it's like,
instant weaves. Yeah, I used to wear them. Yeah.
so it's like you got like
Yeah.
the comb up, and then I was just relaxing my hair continuing to relax it just to attach this piece onto it. Like when I got into my
Right.
20s, you know what, I'm just gonna, before I was just wearing it in a bun and blah, blah, blah. But then I thought, okay, when I have it out, let me just put this piece on, and then I would just have the comb, and then it would just kind of like all blend in, because obviously the hair was straight, mine is not. So I had to continue to do that in order for me to kind of like blend it in. So
Right.
anyway, my husband, he thought that was my hair. So one day,
I know where this is going.
and he would be like, so like we'd be like talking or whatever, and then he would like try to put his arm around. I'm like, "Oh, no, I don't like anybody touching my neck. Like, I don't like anyone." Because obviously it's basically like, just secured by a few hair grips.
Yeah.
So, so I was like, "Oh, no." So anyway, we were having a bit of a disagreement one of these days, and I was like, "Oh, you know what? I'm going to go home. I'm, not happy, blah, 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 blah." So he's like, no, it's not good to leave under a disagreement and all the rest of it. So I said, okay. So I was like, no, really. So I just turned like to leave. And then the next thing, he just touched my shoulder, and you wouldn't believe what happened next.
The piece fell off.
Slid right on down.
Oh,
Like,
no.
just slid off. And the next thing I realized, I was so embarrassed. Every emotion just went through me. And he was looking at the piece and looking at me, looking down, looking at me. He's like, "Oh, I thought."
Like, what the hell?
Yeah. He's like, "Oh, I thought." So just went out the door. So anyway, called me, and I was like, should I even answer the call? Because I'm thinking to myself, I'm just embarrassed, right? Obviously, underneath, it wasn't even taken care of. That's the kind of thing, that's hair as well. Like, as long as outside was looking hair itself.
Oh, we've lost your camera. Natasha?
Hold on 2 seconds.
Yes, I can see you guys. Can you see?
I can't see you. That's a shame. We're right in the middle of the story. It's a good story as well.
Imagine. Oh, Lord.
Oh,
What happened to her? I would have
don't
died.
know. Could you imagine? Could you imagine?
I wouldn't know.
I remember.
I wouldn't know
when
whether to move or to run.
I'd have ran. I'd have screamed and ran and cried when I got home. Could you imagine? But they still got married after that, so it's not that
There you
fickle.
go.
I remember one time I stayed over the love of my life's house, and I went there with full lashes, and when I woke up, one of the lashes.
What?
Then I had to try and peel off the other eyelash.
See, that's why I don't wear them shit, because I'm not me sleep at night time. That's why I don't put them on.
One eyelash gone, and I was like, right, just sexed off the eyelash. That's hilarious. Wow.
God.
And then there was another time when I lost my hair. Obviously, we were both going through our hair loss journey, yeah. And I lost my hair, and I was dating somebody, and I hadn't quite got to. Here we go. Let's see if. Hey, sugar.
Hi. Something didn't want me to tell her this story, obviously.
It's fine. I was just saying, following on from that, we was just talking about the time I stayed over at the love of my life's house, and I had eyelashes on, and when I woke up the next morning, one eyelash was on the pillow and the other one was on, so I had to try and peel off the other eyelash so it wouldn't stick. I don't know why I'm freezing as well. And then I was just about to tell the story where, it's so embarrassing, some of the things we go through. This is why I feel the best I've ever felt like this, just natural, because it's this is what it is. But when I first lost my hair, I hadn't gotten to the stage where I wanted to cut it yet. And because we're very attached to our hair as women, and when I lost it, it was a very traumatic experience. So when I started losing it in clumps, it was very traumatic. So I used to always have like a head wrap on. That's how the headdresses came about, because we made the headdresses to cover up the hair loss, blah blah blah. But I started dating this guy, and then obviously you can't wear a headdress to bed, so I wore like a turban, and then I put a headdress under it. And then when I woke up the following morning, the turban was on the floor, but the headcloth. I was like, "Did you
How that work?
Did you take off did you take off my turban?" And he was like, "No, but you did. That MF, he absolutely did. You took off." And then after that, I was like, "You know what? I'm gonna cut it off, because I can't. It's too embarrassing." So you just have to think. But finish your story.
Yeah.
Finish your story, Tash.
So he was obviously wanting to know what was underneath there. So yeah, so my husband was looking down at the hair piece and looking at me and looking at my house, like, scraped it up and just ran out the door. So back, I was just thinking,
God.
why am I actually wearing this? Like, it basically was like an epiphany moment. I was thinking, why am I wearing this? I actually feel ugly unless I'm wearing this piece. Like, this is just ridiculous. I should be go to the fun fair, spin upside down and everything, and not have to worry about
it. Yeah.
I should be able to have that freedom, just feel comfortable to just go about my day and not have to worry about has it twisted round or is as the pin. You know what I mean?
Not as it twisted round,
Question life with this thing. So I was like, you know what? No. I really need to start evaluating what I actually see as, beautiful. What I really feel as if it's almost like my identity was attached to this piece.
Is attached to your hair. I think a lot of us as women,
Me too.
I'm not going to even say just black women, because I've had this conversation with a lot of women across, like, because of the headdresses, and women in general, our beauty is attached to our hair. But we grew up hearing your hair is your beauty. So yeah.
That's a problem, you see, because when we're kind of like exposed to European standards of beauty, as much as in certain cities in England, and there might be a lot of in certain cities, generally we make up a large proportion in terms of numbers of black people in the country itself. So growing up as a child as well, when you look on the television, your main European women, even in the magazines, they have like the black hair and beauty and all that, but that was just a specialized magazine, so to speak, for like black hairstyles and so forth. But generally, as just as you would just watch TV and so, the women were not really women that you could identify with. If your hair is or so forth, it was looked upon as unkempt and not really looked upon with a high regard. So I started to research into this because I'm in journalism, so I started to do a lot of research to really get to the nitty gritty and find out where this kind of disdain came from towards like Afro textured hair, and literally like open up Pandora's box. I discovered so many things, realized so many things. I was saying, you know what, I've got so much knowledge and information here. I need to go out and do events. I need to do workshops. I need to do seminars. I need to spread the word. Let people know about the dangers of these chemical relaxers. You see the little child on there and it says, oh, just for me or whatever. And you think, oh, it's harmless. It's a little kid on the box, the relaxer box. Can't be that bad. But it's a chemical at the end of the day. And if something needs to be applied using gloves, you can't just touch the product with your naked hands.
Can't use it when you're pregnant.
Exactly. And not only that, something has to burn you before it to let you know it's time to take it off. I mean,
yes, that part.
It's just absolute madness. So I was doing all this research and I'm thinking, no, I need to let these women know, because they might be thinking it's just a rite of passage for young black girls, but actually it's quite damaging. And me then, I was like in my late 20s and I was thinking to myself, I actually don't feel attractive unless I'm wearing this piece, and I'm only relaxing my hair to blend in with the piece. So it's like, I'm using the piece as a crutch, to kind of like make myself feel attractive. So it doesn't matter what clothes I put on, how I might dress up, look nice, makeup, this, that, and the other. But unless I had that piece and I wasn't finished, I wasn't completed. So anyway, I started doing a lot of these events and seminars, and then the lady, okay, this is great. You're telling us don't use products with this ingredient, that ingredient, blah, blah, blah. So what are we supposed to use?
That part.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
That's a good. So I had actually been making up stuff for myself back in those days as well. There weren't really natural products in the UK. You'd have to go to America for those things. There wasn't really a big natural hair care movement in the UK at that time. So I was thinking to myself, okay, well, people are complimenting me on my hair, saying, "Oh, your hair looks nice," and that maybe I should start trying to get these things tested and approved, and maybe I could sell them. So it basically was like, should we say, a supply to a demand, because I had no intentions of making products and selling products. It was just about getting the word out, letting people know. The seminars consisted of talking about tonsuring, which is a practice where they take the hair off from a lot of at them times it was Indian hair that was most sought after.
Yeah,
so
that's trending. Yeah,
exactly. So they would get the Indian hair, and when honestly, some of the just thinking about it actually makes me cringe. Even the hair that's in the brush, you know, the dead hair, if you brush your hair and comb your hair, that hair that's in the brush, nothing goes to waste. They scoop up everything, dust, flies, everything inside that hair. People have thrown out, you know, the hair in the rubbish bin. They're collecting all the hair, even of corpses. Yeah, because as far as they're
I
concerned,
heard of corpses. I did hear that.
there's money to be made. There's not going to be, you know, any hair that's going to waste. There's money to be made. And I thought, oh my gosh, how disgusting. And it's like the more virgin, the more human, because obviously this is human hair coming off of somebody's head, you know. And I was thinking to myself, oh, it just actually made me really cringe when I thought about it. And I thought, why can't we as Black women be happy in, you know, with our own hair that we've been blessed with by the Creator? Why do we have to feel to conform to someone else's standard of beauty? You know, you've got a particular nose, work with it. You know, you've got a particular shape arms, you've got to work with what you've got. Try to bring the best version that you can of what you have. And I thought to myself, you know what? Like them days, my hair was very dry, as crisp as anything. Crispy. Oh, some of them crackers didn't have nothing on that hair. Really, really crispy. And on top of moisture, like I had to wash my hair weekly. I do recommend people wash their hair weekly, but I only washed my hair weekly because it was biting me, because I had literally like a permanent hat on with this piece.
Oh God.
Right.
All this or just, you know, when I think about it, I just feel so relieved and liberated not having to be dealing with all that nonsense anymore. But
yeah, absolutely.
So moving forward, I thought, okay, women were like, okay, yeah, you need to, you know, what can we use? So that's how the product line came about. And we haven't looked back
since. Brilliant story. I love it. I absolutely love it. And it's true. We are indoctrinated into a full sense of beauty standards, and I do think a lot is changing now. I never thought I would see the day where I would be able to sit here with my hair like this, because I used to always have like big crochet braids, and me used to love a big wavy hair and all these things. And when I lost my hair, it also happened that I just became allergic to everything. So can't wear wigs. Like, because when I first lost my hair, if I'm honest, I probably would have hid behind a wig, but I just couldn't. Everything that I put on my head, it just everything. I just became allergic to everything. So and it kind of forced me into having to just sit here with my natural hair. And yeah, I love it now, but I never thought I'd see the day, because like you, I felt ugly if I didn't have on my weave or my. And if I'm honest, let me be honest as well. Since I've had, you're gone again. What is happening with her camera? Can you hear us, Tash?
No, she's definitely.
She's gone. Should use a laptop, or is it her? I'll continue talking to you until you come back. Until she comes back. But if I'm honest with you, like, I didn't feel complete unless I had my hair done.
That's me too. Even when like I remember one time
as well, isn't it?
yeah, listen, you couldn't keep track of me. Y'all drive people mad trying to work out what hairstyle. Especially when I was going on holiday, the hairstyle will change so many times until I actually get to my hairdressers, and then just everyday hairstyle. Especially if I'm going out in a month, and the hairstyle had to suit the outfit. So I would go back and get my hair done like twice in 1 month just because it wouldn't suit the outfit, just to go the outfit. So
Right.
yeah, weaves, hair plaits, crochets, you name it, I've done it. Curly perms, the whole lot. But now, at first I was like, oh my God, it took me a while to get to get used to it, but hello Tash. Oh, now we're all gone.
What is happening? I've got. Oh, I
Tash,
think even
you
the
frozen,
system
Tash?
is saying it's too hot.
I can hear you.
But-
Can you hear me?
Even blood is saying it's too hot, blood.
I don't know what's up.
Hang
with
on,
this technology.
wait there.
Annoying.
Keep talking.
yeah.
Oh, you're
Are you
frozen
there,
too.
Tash?
Yes, I can
Natasha's
hear you.
spinning. Hang on.
She was
Unstable internet connection.
She was
Hang
in
on,
and
let me
out.
just try and plug. Everything's playing up because it's hot.
System saying get out of here.
Yeah.
It's
and
not
that often
happening.
happens that things just start playing up when it's hot.
Yeah.
Everything just overheated. Let's see what we can do. Let me.
Will you unplug that back in?
Right, yeah, I've just plugged my router into my computer.
Okay. Cool. I hope Natasha can come back.
All right, let's try now.
I wonder if she's going to try and come back in again. Oh, here we go.
Can you see her?
Yeah,
I can't see her.
Just a name.
Oh, mate.
No. Oh, hold on. There
Here we go.
Are you with us?
Tash,
Right?
can you hear us, yeah?
She's properly frozen.
And now you're gone. Oh,
Me?
dear. Yeah,
Hear me?
you keep cutting out. I don't know what his problem is today. Things shuts down when it gets hot in England.
Everything.
Yeah.
No, she's definitely not there. She's just...
Yeah, I think she's...
Oh, no, she's moving.
You
Okay.
moving now?
Are you
Hello?
there, Tash?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Oh, you can hear us. Okay, good. Because we couldn't hear or see you. So hopefully...
Yeah.
If have you got a laptop?
I do, yes.
Maybe log in through your laptop if it cuts out again.
Okay, will do.
Yeah, see, if it cuts out again, then log in through your laptop. But I've just plugged the internet into my computer, so hopefully we're good.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were saying that our hair was...
Oh, God.
Trisha?
Tisha? No, Tisha's gone now.
Oh my gosh.
Tisha, let me message her. She's gone. She's totally gone. Yeah, she's come out. She's definitely come out. So how was your weekend anyway? Tash? Oh, Tash has gone too. Tash? Tasha? Tash? 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 We're not having a good day today, no Bravado.
Can you still hear me, Charlene?
I can hear you now. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
You can or you can't?
I can, yeah. Can you hear me? Tash? Can you hear me, Tash? Tash? Nope. Everyone's gone.
All right,
Oh.
I'm back. Can you hear me? You're muted.
Sorry, Tash was in and out and then she just froze.
Oh, Lord, we're not having a good day
Started
today, are
talking.
we?
I started
Technical
talking and she just froze
difficulties.
again.
Yeah. Well, hopefully she'll come out and go back in with her
Yeah,
laptop.
laptop.
I've plugged in. I don't know why it's behaving like this because we do streams every week, and I was like, "Raw, even I've gone." So
But no, not this.
yeah, it's like even I've gone. This is crazy. Um, just if it keeps up, then we'll have to just resume another day, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be a great conversation. You can see that. But
Yes.
for whatever reason, it's just giving
Not
us
having it.
strife. Let me
Yeah.
just yeah. So what was you
Losing your hair is
saying
a lot,
anyway?
though. And I'm saying losing your hair is a lot because I was frightened to. I was like, maybe I'll be that 1% who keeps their hair because I was talking about this cold
The
cap,
ice
and I was
cap.
like, yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, nice, all right, man. I don't like nothing, I don't like nothing cold on my headpiece, so no, thank you. So I thought, let me just see if I'm that 1%. Nope. When I combed it out, I was like, oh my god, there's no more hair. And then even to go outside, I think I hibernated for like about 2 weeks, and then I went into the
Did
to get
you?
my feet. Yeah, because it's not something that I'm used to. I spent how many years, the best part of my years, having how much hairstyles and so forth. So I remember I went to the nail shop to get my feet done, and then it got done for God knows how long. And I was just having a bit of anxious moment, and I thought this woman was staring at me. But so when I was talking to the lady that owned the shop, and she goes, "Oh, how are you?" I said, "I'm alright, not bad." She goes, "I'll go and have a seat." So I said, "Is that woman staring at me?" She went, "What do you mean?" I said, "She kept staring at my head like." What? She goes, "No, she was just asking, have you been through something?" And I explained to her what's happened, and she's like, "Oh, because I've been through the same thing." I was like, "Okay, I'm not. I'm just me being paranoid." Then she's like, "Yeah, don't try and." I said, "But she was properly." Yeah, but she was the way how she was looking at me was like really in my face like that. She didn't do it subtly, so I felt like a bit. What are you staring at me like that for? Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, it took a good while for me to feel comfortable with no hair, especially when the chemo sets in and it's literally just shine. It's just silk, no hair whatsoever.
Mm.
It's like it's got an egghead. But yeah, it's it's a lot. But you couldn't pay me to put hair on my head now. No way.
Really? So would you grow your own hair back or no?
Hell no.
You wouldn't.
Nope. There's not
Mm.
no amount of money that you could pay me to say, right, grow your hair back. No way. It doesn't work in my menopause. Menopause and hair don't work together. One of them can't. One of them, both of them can't stay. One of them got to go. And I just feel because I did always imagine to myself, what would I look like without no hair, like proper short.
Right.
And I thought, but I was like, didn't have the balls to try it. But then when I did lose my hair, I was like, actually, you look alright. You look kind of cute still.
Yeah.
So for then I was just like, nah, I don't want hair again. I spent what 30 odd years, if not more, doing how much hairstyle and buying this weave and buying this hair, and no, I've had enough. Sit in the barbers for 15 minutes, 20 minutes. There you go. Here's a tenner. See
You're
you
done.
Do you know what I mean?
Done, boy.
Ain't all this paying 60, 70, maybe more money plus the hair to get your hair done.
Yeah.
Nah.
And sitting in the hairdressers, that used to like I've walked out of many a hairdressers because you said to come at this time and I'm still
And you're
sitting
still
here.
sitting there.
Yeah, hour,
Nah.
2 hours later, and that's just what it is. Yeah, man, we're not did that.
Yeah, nah. Especially when you go on holiday, you're going to see. You don't have to worry about your hair getting wet.
You just you see me love. Yes, here you are.
Yeah.
Hello.
I'm on the laptop now.
Yeah, there you go. That's much better.
Okay.
Hopefully, I've plugged in the internet. Hopefully, we'll be all right now.
Yeah.
But everything just kind of gets the EBGBs when it's too hot in England, boy. Is that how it goes? But yeah, we was just Charlie was talking about her hair loss experience with chemo. My hair loss, it's very traumatic. It is very traumatic, but you get used to it. And I think what you're doing is great, is encouraging us to have our own natural hair. So let's move on to the next question, and then we can unfold a little bit more of your story. So, what's the most common mistake people make when it comes to looking after their hair?
I would say the most common mistake is thinking that oil moisturize the hair. So generally speaking, so generally speaking, Afro hair is quite naturally dry. So if we're putting oil on top of something that's already dry, you're just going to get more dryness. So what we need to be doing, so what we need is moisture. So moisture is what we need to make the hair have flexibility, make the hair movement. If we're just putting oil on something that's already dry, it's going to become crispy and it's not going to have any moisture. It's not going to really have any movement and so forth. So moisturizing is what we're really lacking when it comes to our hair routine. We're always using, we used to use wax and different type of greases and different types of oils, but not really moisturizers. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Interesting. I would have said oil. Just fling some oil in there and it'd be all right. If you could ban one hair trend forever, what would it be and why?
Oh my gosh, wearing those hair bonnets on the road. Oh
God.
I could line them up on every single one of them, honestly. They're for indoor purposes only when you're going to bed. Yeah, I want to see those on the road, please.
Yeah, fair enough. Are they good for the hair or is it a myth?
No, they are good for the hair. Yeah, they're good because, well, they're actually supposed to do three things. First thing is they're supposed to protect your hair. They're supposed to protect your hair from friction. So when you're laying on a cotton pillowcase, because cotton is a naturally drying material, if you think about when you have your shower or your bath, you use a cotton towel to dry with. So it So if you're laying down for if you're privileged enough to get 8 hours sleep per night, you're laying on your pillow and you're tossing and turning, all of that friction is so it's acting like a cheese grater that is very slowly wearing at the hair, and then you'll notice the hair, little pieces are breaking off. So it's not like you'll wake up and then all the hair's on the pillow. It's not like that. It's a gradual
thing.
Yeah, making the hair very weak and then it's just breaking off and so forth. So it's supposed to protect your hair from the friction of your hair in the pillowcase. It's also supposed to stop your hair from drying out in the atmosphere. Maybe if you've got central heating on or anything like that, it's supposed to stop it from drying out. And it's also supposed to keep your hair in a confined environment, so your hair isn't all over the place and full of knots and tangles when you wake up.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay, but it's meant to be for the bedroom only, not on the road. We were saying this about pajamas the other day as well. Just people that just on the road in their pajamas. I don't get it.
Do you remember when it used to be the onesies? People up and down with the onesies. Yeah.
It don't look cute.
No, it doesn't.
It's fine, this boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Charlene, answer the next question, please, darling.
Can you read it? You've worked with lots of different people and hair types. What's the biggest hair transformation you've ever seen that completely changed someone's confidence?
Okay, so there was a lady that was working with. She was somebody that had always worn wigs and pieces and so forth. She basically had it's like they were a crutch to her. She didn't even remember what her natural hair even looked like in terms of to manage it and so forth. She was constantly in the wigs and weaves, and she had a relaxer on top of it. So she had the relaxer and she's wearing the wigs. And I said, why are you wearing the wigs and the weaves if you got the relaxer? So she's like, I'm wearing it because it's all like out of shape. It's not even. My hair's still very dry, even though it's relaxed, and she just doesn't want to go out like that. So I transitioned her from relaxed hair back to natural. And that was a real struggle because that lady was like, no, I'm not going to look nice. This is how I know myself, this, that, and the other. But she was getting a lot of damage, scalp damage and things like that from the relaxers. I said, look, you just, before you get to the point where you don't have a choice, let's work with what you've got. And, let's get you back. Because at least once you're natural, if anything else happens in terms of if your hair falls out, it's not something that's related to chemicals. It might be deficiency or something like that. But at least it'd be one of those factors rather than something you're self-inflicting onto your hair. So that was transitioning back to natural. Last time she was natural, I think she was a teenager or something like this, and this lady was in her late 50s. So it's been a long, long, long time.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah, she's happy. She's good.
And it just seems like it's a lot of us that feel like we are not pretty unless we have peace or relaxed hair or, and I think for me as well, if I'm totally honest, guys say they don't like weaves, but I get a lot of male attention, black male attention when I've got the big bushy hair. When my hair is like this, it's white man and Greek man that approach me. It's not so much. But the other day, a black African man said to me, "Oh, it's so good to see you with your natural hair. You look so beauty. If I wasn't so old, I would marry you tomorrow." But he was older. Oh, bless you. So some men love it, but I would say more men that were my type approached me when I have the big hair.
Big hair, yeah.
It's more men outside of my race that are interested in my look as it is now. So I think that comes a lot with why women feel they need to have it. Because you get attention from the men that you want to get attention from but then they turn around and say, we don't like you with your fake hair. So it's confusing.
Yeah. The thing is, I don't think it's like, imagine if it was the other way around. Black men were relaxing their hairs, getting the Jerry curls or whatever it is, to and saying, oh, that they're doing that to their hair because they think we're going to appreciate them more like that. But that doesn't even make sense because we've got the same hair texture. So how can we? Just so when you put it, the other way around, I don't see how a black man can complain about a black woman's natural hair texture. And he's got the exact. It might be maybe a slightly different shape or size curl, but on the whole,
it's still the same.
It's still the same. Still has the same characteristics. Gets very dry, needs moisturizing. Otherwise, it completely, we know what the worst version of our hair looks like. But what I like to let people see the best version of what their hair looks like. And unfortunately, we don't really give our hair that opportunity. We try to treat it as if it's still relaxed or if it's straight, when it's a different type of hair texture. And we need to appreciate work with how it is rather than trying to get like I don't know, like a square into another shape that it can't fit into.
Yeah, into a triangle. Yeah, it's not going to happen, is it? Yeah. I get you. Yeah. All right, next question. Charlie, ask this question again. Yeah. Let me.
Be honest, what's the craziest hair emergency a client has ever come to you with?
Because there's been quite a few.
Has it?
The one that really does come to mind is this lady had she was relaxing her hair, and she said to me that she was wanting to go on the natural hair journey, and she was gonna stop the relaxer and so on and so on. So she must have relaxed her hair. I think when she came to me, I think the last time she relaxed it was probably maybe 2 or 3 months ago or something like that. So she said, you know what, I want to go natural. I don't want to deal with the relaxer anymore. I don't want my daughter to start picking up the trend of relaxing and so on. I want to kind of like set an example. So I said, okay. So I did like a program with her and everything like that. And she seemed like she was very much on the ball and very much on task for transitioning back to her natural hair. But then a couple months later, she called me and she's like, oh my gosh, she couldn't hack it with the hair. And she had some of the relaxer left over from before, which was could have been probably about 5 months in terms of the period of time since she relaxed it previously. So I think it was when I saw her, she had relaxed it like about 2 or 3 months prior to when I met her. And then 2 months later, so that would be a stretch of 5 months, something like that. She then used the rest of the relaxer that she had put down from before. So I said, why did you actually reserve that? If you don't use it at the same time, when you mix it up, if you don't use it all, you have to discard it. You can't. It's not something you can put down, you know. And so basically, she had a very, very big emergency. The hair was all burnt out, and it was in a really, really awful state. Yeah, because so anybody who's thinking about that or might think it's harmless, it's not harmless, and it's very, very detrimental to your scalp and your hair in general. Do not save any leftover relaxer for the next month or a couple of months, whenever you're going to redo it again.
Just throw that in the bin.
Get rid of it. It's not worth it.
Right. Okay. And what did you do to help her recover from that?
The products can only go so far. I mean, these products work on hair that's actually there. If the hair's burnt off, there's only one solution. You have to basically shave it all off and start again. That's the beauty about hair, is that it will grow back. If you cut it, it will grow back. However, if you've got a chemical scalp damage, or chemical scalp burns and so forth, like what she ended up with, her hair has got areas where the hair is not growing anymore, and that's chemical scalp. Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah.
So, if the relaxers can do that, can they cause cancer?
Well, that's funny that you should say that, because there were when I started doing my research back in like 2012, 2011, them times, there was there were a lot of black women that were suing a lot of these relaxer companies, saying that they were causing there's a big number of black women with fibroids, and they're actually connecting the fibroids to the chemical relaxer. Yeah, because these things are not really checked, and black women are disproportionately have a much more higher level or cases of fibroids, more so than any other race.
Fibroids,
yeah. So fibroids can come from different, various different things, but they are finding links between the chemical relaxers and the fibroids.
And then fibroids, interesting.
Some women have got, had cancer from scalp cancers and stuff from the relaxers. Because remember, they say they do a regular one, they do a super one. But regardless of whether it's regular or super, it's all a relaxer. It's all chemicals. Even the texturizers, they are basically, relaxers as well. They just are going to be on the head for a shorter period of time. Yeah. So don't be fooled thinking, it's a texturizer. It's still a chemical. And if that's on your scalp, part of your body, that can cause you serious health issues unnecessarily. It's one thing if something comes on you and you didn't have any kind of, you didn't know what you were doing, and or something came upon you due to stress or something that was out of your control, for example. But if you know that you're physically every 2 months putting this thing, plastering it on your scalp, unbeknowingly, it's really, really horrible.
Yeah. And all because we think our hair is our beauty and we follow a standard of beauty that has nothing to do with us. Your
Exactly.
hair is your hair, and it's nice to have good hair, but yeah, the standard of beauty that's nothing to do with us. It's just too much. If
Yeah,
you got to
yeah.
go through all of that, then
And like good
yeah,
hair.
when
Yeah. So you go ahead, Trisha. Yeah.
I hadn't relaxed my hair. I hadn't relaxed my hair for like a good 10 years before I lost my hair anyway. But yeah. What was you gonna say? Good hair.
Yeah. I was just going to say, good hair is nothing to do with the texture of your hair. If this grandmother is from this country or whatever, good hair is hair that's taken care of.
Absolutely.
You know,
End, plain and simple. End.
There's
End. Yeah.
because people say, "Oh, your hair. Oh, you've got good hair." I said, no. Let's rewind. Yeah.
Let's not do
When my
that.
hair
Yeah.
dried out and a real old bird's nest, yeah, underneath my instant read, you wouldn't have been saying. And also, it was kind of crazy because, say, like for example, I went to work on Friday, and then I was Miss Unbelievable. Yeah, I had the instant read on Friday. I came back on Monday. Obviously, at that point, I was like, no, I'm not going to be doing this anymore. Took off the piece. Oh, Natasha, there's something different about you. Was your hair longer last week? A bit more different. Your nose and get on with your typing.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, focus on what you're here to do. So,
yeah.
And it was really because I had to have so many hair grips as well because the hair was in so many different lengths because the hair wasn't taken care of, and it was a real journey. It really was.
Yeah.
But I look back and I'm glad that I took it, because if I didn't, who knows what state or condition my hair would be in.
We're here now.
Exactly. You wouldn't be here now. And also, I wouldn't be able to say that I've contributed and I've made a difference, a positive difference in so many women and men's lives over the past 13 years, from using my products and the advice I've given them. And yeah, so it's very rewarding, I must say.
Right. No. And it's good to see you guys out doing your thing, and you've got loyal customers, and you've got people who really believe in your product, which is good. So it speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Which is good. Social media is full of hair advice. What's one popular hair tip that everyone seems to believe but is actually wrong?
So people tend to think that you need to not, let scissors go anywhere near your hair. If you think about it, Black women don't really trim their hair that often. It's almost like scissors are the enemy. We can't, we're trying to grow our hair. Why do we want to use scissors? Scissors are only going to take away our length. And then sometimes you can go to these hairdressers where they're very scissor happy and end up taking more hair than is actually required. I mean, even myself, I had a trim. It was supposed to be a trim. And the woman must have took off about 5 inches of hair. I'm like, I didn't ask for that. I said a trim.
I didn't ask for a cut. I asked for a trim. Yeah.
And it's like they're trimming and then, it's uneven. Then they're trimming it, trying to make it even. And before you know it, 5 inches is easily gone like that. So things like that also can discourage women from wanting to go and get trims. So it's like, I don't want to have no big bust up with anyone today. I'm trying to grow my hair, and then they've gone and butchered it all off in the space of 20 minutes of me sitting down in that chair. That can put people off. But I would say that is one of the misconceptions that we have, that we need to not trim our hair. We need to trim our hair. We need to trim it on a regular basis, because what you're basically doing is trimming off dead hair. That hair, that's on your shoulders, wherever it is, used to be at your scalp. And as your hair is growing, that hair is obviously at the tip and it's getting longer and longer and longer. New hair is coming through the scalp, and that old hair is at the bottom. And some of us have had strands of hair on our head for the past 5, 10, 15 years.
Right.
So it depends obviously how long your hair is and so forth. So that hair is going to be very fragile. It's going to be more weaker than the rest of the hair at the scalp. So that hair needs to be pruned. Like you've got a nice plant or trees and stuff.
Yeah.
leave it to overgrow, you have to prune it. So you have to basically take something away to get it back. You know, you're making it stronger at the end.
Yeah.
So it's all weak and scraggly. You know, like for example, you might see somebody with quite long hair, but it's literally just like so
I
the
hear
bottom's
you.
really
In
thin and
bad
scraggly.
shape.
Yeah. What's the point? You might as well just cut it all to a particular level and, you know, let it grow full and so forth. It doesn't make any sense. You just got, you know, a small section that's just like a long peak in the middle or maybe at the sides, and then it's all kind of,
Yeah.
you know. So we need to make sure that we
Yeah.
trim our hair on a frequent, regular basis to keep our hair in good condition and in good health as well. So the ends are not going to be extra dry,
Right.
you know, and so forth. So it's very important.
Is there a particular way you have to cut it, or do you have to cut it at an angle, or just a
No.
straight trim's fine?
Yeah. I mean, some people,
Yeah.
so for example, if you never wear your hair in a straight style, like you never flat iron it or anything like that, then you can just literally do your hair in twists and then, you know, trim the ends off, like maybe a quarter of an
Okay.
inch every, you know, certain amount of months. But if you're somebody that likes to wear your hair straight sometimes, then I would recommend that you wait until the hair is straight and then you trim it, because otherwise it might be slightly uneven if you're just doing it while you got your hair in your twist or
Right.
your flat.
Right.
You know,
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes
it'll be
sense.
uniform, you know, the same length. You're not going to, your hair is straight, you're going to see it all the same length, as opposed to.
I hear you.
Shall I do this one?
Shall I ask this question, please? Yeah.
Yeah. We often hear that our hair is our crown. How much do you think hair impacts self-esteem, identity, and the way people see themselves?
Okay, so your hair is your crown, meaning it's the, you know, on top of your head. Back in, you know, pre-slavery, because obviously our history is way before slavery,
Right.
the different tribes used to believe that the hair was the closest thing to God, so, you know, to the heavens, so to speak. So it's, you know, so it's, that is like an antenna. So there would be somebody that would be assigned to each family to do that with their hair. So hair was revered, you know, looked upon in the high regard. It was looked upon as something that could let people know whether that person was in mourning, if that person was looking for marriage, if that person, you know, was a widow. The hairstyles really did speak volumes, and that was one of the things that was kind of like stripped away from Black women throughout the transatlantic slave trade, was to cut the hair down so that, and also you could tell if that person was from the same tribe. There were so many different things that the hair was,
Okay.
you know, just from the start. And
Yeah.
the styles were quite intricate and took a lot of time to do, and not anybody would do the hair. There'd be a particular person for each family to do that particular hair. So so it was looked upon as, you know, the crown and glory and so forth. My personal
Right.
perspective is, yeah, when you have, you know, if you've got, you know, hair on your head, the hair needs to be taken care of, and it needs to be looking its best, you know, the best version that you can possibly have for your hair. Whether your hair is short or whether your hair is long, I don't think that really makes a difference, because no point in having long hair and you're not looking
Right.
after it. You know, you're not moisturizing it, you're not taking care of it. It's just there, getting dried out, but you're just saying, oh, I've got this hair, but it's still not really saying anything. So I think, if anything, it would make sense to keep the hair low and keep it in a nice, you know, moisturized, healthy state if you wanted to have hair on your head, compared to just having all this hair to say, oh, it's my crown, and you're not looking after it. So basically, in a nutshell,
Yeah.
if you have, you know, a lot of hair on your head, you need to, yes, your hair is going to be your crown still, because obviously, you know, it's on your head. However, you need to look after it. If you're not going to look after it and you haven't got time, or whatever the issue is, keep it low and keep it looking sleek. Quite simple.
Yeah. I hear that. Obviously. I'm really sticking, but yeah, we will, because the internet's struggling, everything's struggling today, boy. So
Okay. Oh,
we'll
sorry.
try and just whiz through.
Sorry, I forgot to say as well.
Want to say
about
one more thing?
self-esteem. Yeah, about the self-esteem. In terms, like, I can basically attest to the fact that, you know, when my hair doesn't look a certain way, I don't really feel, you know, completely done. If my hair, it's just, I suppose, to be honest with you, I would feel the same way in terms of cream in my body. If I can't just put on my clothes without putting my cream on. So my oils and butters, it's the same way like for my hair. I don't feel that I'm completely, you know, I'm completely dressed or full if my hair isn't, you know, hasn't been done. Basically, like I've got my clothes on and so forth, but my hair isn't done. Then
Yeah.
I'm not going to feel that I'm, you know, I'm ready, so to speak. And same thing, the same goes for like the clothing that you wear. Your clothes is a way that you identify and you know, you want to express yourself. So if your clothes are not kind of like how you want them to be, or not looking how you want them to look on you, if you put on a few pounds or whatever it is, you know,
Yeah.
I feel it's all linked in. You know, it's
Yeah.
all linked in terms of that, your self-esteem and how you know, if you feel good inside, doesn't matter if you've got a lot of hair or a short amount of hair. If you feel inside, that's what's going to be projected out.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
Agreed. Yeah, I definitely feel like I said, it was traumatic losing my hair to alopecia and then
Yeah.
going through certain kind of things. Like I said, with the guy that I think took off my turban in my sleep,
No,
because I had it tied down. So I had it tied down. So I think he was just curious to see. I died of a million deaths because I was like, so you would have seen the big dirty patches at
yeah.
the back. And
Mm-mm.
do you know what I mean? Like it was a lot to get to the stage where I just fuck it, just shave it off, just take it off,
Mm.
and it is what it is. And like my mum hates it because my mum's very much a hair person. She doesn't. She's like, oh, she thinks I look like quite masculine. She doesn't like it like this. So it again, because my mum's one of the most important people to me, and her opinion matters. To override that in my head took a lot of work. I like it, especially
Yeah.
today. Can you imagine being under some hot wig today?
Oh, no way. No, thank you. Oh, just the thought of
Some
it.
hot wig today? No, not me.
Mm,
And in the menopause, no, can't.
yeah.
No, uh, not here
Oh,
for
you
it.
heard people saying, "Oh, it's a protective hairstyle," and I said, "No. Only thing you're protecting that hair from is my eyes. It's not a protective hairstyle. You're protecting that hair from everybody's eyes because you've got it on 24/7. Some people, their husbands, their kids don't even know what their hair looks like.
The hair,
Yeah.
I mean, come
yeah.
on, you know, they're taking it to a whole nother level. That's not a protective hairstyle anymore. Well, protecting against what? You know, this is a
But it's quite
fabricated.
interesting
Mm,
what you said about our hair because I don't know if you saw Beyonce done a whole 7 minute video on her hair care products, and basically she go watch it. It's bloody brilliant. It's the
It
best piece
is.
of marketing I've seen in a long time. So basically Jay decided that he wanted to take out his locks. So what they went through the whole journey of him taking out his locks because he wanted to have an afro for the Roots picnic that he just recently done. And he was they put like all of the products on. They show everybody trying to unlock, comb it out, and like 8 years of having locks and then trying to comb it out. She's basically attested them being able to do that to the products, the sacred products that she has brought out in her for her hair care line. And she spoke about the fact that she said I didn't really want him to cut his locks because or take out his locks because there's history in locks. They're like antennas. They talk to you know what I mean. Like they pick up different frequencies and they're a connection to our God, to our culture, our cultural God. So I was how do we go from that to hating the way it looks and hiding behind underneath a wig of human hair that is collected from the garbage? It's like it's wild. A lot of work went into indoctrinating us to hate our natural hair, to hate our natural skin, the way in which we look. A lot of work went into that, and you always have to ask the question, well, why? So you know, your hair is very important, but I also don't want it to be like, you can't live under a rock because your hair falls out. People get cancer all the time. People get alopecia all the time. A lot of the time we get alopecia because of these same protective hairstyles. So it, do you know what I mean? So you get traction alopecia, or you get alopecia areata, like what I had. This was due to stress. But if your hair falls out, you can't live under a rock. You got to just get on with what you got to get on with. So it being tied to our self-esteem, it's should be tied to our pride, but it shouldn't be tied to if we can move or not. Does that make sense?
I'll be all
Sense, or am I right?
No, no, no. But you know, when you're talking about men who say they like the natural look, but then I honestly don't think they do, because a lot of black women go for that whole wig and the different wigs that you have because of what they show us, with a majority of them going for other ethnics or other races with the long hair, the long silky hairs and stuff. That's why you see, like, with these programs that they have on, when you got these black girls, they're not going in their natural hair, they go in there with wigs and their weaves. And then most of the time, they don't even go for them. They will go for the Caucasians or someone who is not black, because they've got the long hair. And in the way how some of them talk as well, you know, with like they talk about how they talk about hair in specific. It gives us a stigma as to, oh, well, let's continue to wear the weaves and stuff because it's not seen as beautiful, you know, as same as other races. So I think there's more than I think it's like a 70% of men that yes do like it, but then the others that don't. They like to put their hands through their hair and so forth. And I have heard some men say, you know, when your hair's natural, it's not easy to get your hands through it. That's going to be disheartening for someone to hear.
Say I don't like afro. Yeah,
it's going to be.
I've heard men say that they don't like it. Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's like, would the Caucasian man say to a Caucasian woman, "Oh, I don't like, you know, don't like your hair," and he's got the same hair? It just, to me, just sounds, you know. Or, for example, if a Caucasian woman thought that, oh, there's a lot of our men going with black women, is she then going to go and get something done to her head to try and make it more Afro looking, to try and, you know, where does this actually stop? Is what I want to know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you shouldn't be changing your hair to accommodate a man's, like, you know, what a man wants in terms of your hair. This is what's coming out of your scalp. So if he doesn't like my legs, what am I supposed to do? Go and get them grown
off your limbs.
Yeah, here, you know. Just like
I hear you.
You know, women shouldn't be going and bleaching. Oh, because if a guy says, oh, he wants a woman that's darker, why does a woman who's lighter have to do something to her skin to make her darker? Like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
And vice versa. If a woman is darker, why does she have to go and do something to her skin to make it lighter? This is how we're supposed to be. You know, take it or leave it.
Yeah. Or you don't. Yeah.
Like us for who we are. Not otherwise. You're not really appreciating us for who we are. You want us, once again, to be a square that's trying to fit into a triangle or some other shape that we're not supposed to be. You know, you know, and we have to. Well, it starts with us. We have to. You know, this is who we are. We're not going to change ourselves to suit what you fancy today. You know, because all those things actually can be detrimental to our health in the long run.
But I think also when you go through the process, or not the process, I think when you go through losing your hair, whether it be for health or whatever reason may be, it's another process for you to have to look deep into yourself to say, do I actually love myself? Do I like myself? Because I did that, and I was surprised at myself, because I'm like, even though I comb my out, I don't know what position, I just got up and started combing my hair out. I knew it was falling out because it was coming out in my hands.
Yeah.
And then I was like, when I went to the barber, he's like, oh, what do you want done? I'm like, yeah, I feel like I got a frigging choice. Just make me look like somebody's child. And but in before that, I was worried at how am I going to be perceived? Am I going to be looked at as being pretty still? It was a lot. I mean, even being out in the public, I was paranoid. It's just because I've never not had anyone who knew me knew me to have hairstyles. So yes, it was a lot to get through. And then I realized I was hiding behind my hair because especially you lose everything. You've lost your eyebrows, your eyelashes, everything goes. You are as natural as you can be.
Yeah.
And at that point, there's no way for you to run because I'm going to put a set of eyelashes. I'm going to put a set of No, you've got to like yourself. And if you don't like yourself, nobody ain't going to like you because it will show through you. So that was the biggest problem for me was to appreciate and like the beauty in me. And if you didn't like it, tough. This is me.
Exactly.
This is me. And
even it takes a kind of experience to like that to get to that though.
It does.
So yeah, I agree. It does. It
Hell of a lot.
Because I feel the same way. Definitely. I'm the happiest I've been. Now I don't have to worry about if someone's going to sneak off my turban in the night because
yeah, no.
I was bloody mortified. I'm not going to lie because I had the turban on and the head scarf on because I didn't want him to see the patches at the back.
Yeah.
So and it was big patches at the back, and I didn't want him to see that. But I think he just was curious, and I was like, "How come I didn't feel him taking off the turban?"
He wasn't curious. He wasn't curious. He was nosy and fast.
Yes. And he must have took that off so slowly and tenderly and lift up your head then just so you didn't wake up.
How did you not feel that? Do you know what I mean? No. How did I not? Do you know what I mean? So I was mortified.
He was doing it for hours. Piece by piece by piece. He probably was doing it for hours. Piece by piece.
Yeah, probably.
And then I woke up, the head, the head wasn't tied on the way. It was just loose on my head, and then the turban was on the floor. Like, blood, did you take off my turban? Like, what the fuck? I was so annoyed. But then after that, I was like, you can't live like that. It just is what it is. You just have to be free. And it will go back and then it will drop out and it will go back and it will drop out. And I said, the next time the next time it drops out, I'm going to just cut it off. And then I had someone in my life at the time that was really encouraging and really supportive about me doing it. It's going to look good, man. Come, do it. And do it. She was really encouraging at the time. And she was like, when you get this sponge, like, you know, the sponge, she was like, on that 4C hair, it's going to look amazing. And it did. I love it. So... yeah, it just is. Even, like I said, I had to override my mum's voice in my head to get to the stage where I'm just like, I'm comfortable with it. I like it. I love it. The lower, the better. It is what it is. Do you know what I mean? So,
and you look it good. So, you know, neither of you look like you have any confidence issues. You know, and
exactly the
word. Yeah, but most confident people have confident issues sometimes. You know what I mean? Because I am quite a big-spirited, confident person, but we all go through it. It took a long time to get here, put it that way. You know
as well, something that I wanted to mention. You know, when you were saying about Jay-Z, they were using the products to undo the locks and all that kind of stuff. That doesn't work for everybody. Yeah, so that I think that's something that I should definitely make known, depending on your hair texture. So, like for example, my hair would be very easy to lock if I wanted to. However, not everybody's hair can unlock. Like my hair wouldn't be able. I've had. It doesn't matter how much oil you put on there, how much moisturizer you put on there. It's just not going to. I've had to, in my early stages of my natural hair journey, I've had to cut off big chunks of hair where the hair is just mashed up. Yeah, so everybody's hair is different. Maybe he's got a strand where he could unlock his. But mine,
it took days. I think it took about 8 days.
I had tangles that took me weeks. And I got to the point I thought, just cut it off. I was just sitting there. Yeah, but I just had to cut those areas off because it doesn't matter how much oil, how much moisturizer, it just was not unlocking. So there might be somebody listening today who's got locks and might think, oh, let me run out and buy them products because I want to, you know, unlock the hair.
My hair,
and then, so don't be fooled. It's not everybody's hair is going to be able to unlock. You know, it depends on the type of strands that you have. Like mine, I know God himself was the only one that could unlock my hair. You know,
right.
To unlock. No products would be able to unlock because, you know, the strands just wouldn't allow it. Fine, very thin, fine strands. Those are they're not
happening.
It's not happening.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah.
All right. So if someone only had £50 to spend on their hair routine this month, what products or treatments would you tell them to prioritize? And like from your hair care range, what would you sell them?
Okay, so £50. So my products average around £13.99, so like £14 per product. So what I would recommend first and foremost is a moisturizer. As we discussed before, moisturizers are important because if your hair isn't moisturized, it's going to get dry. And if it's dry, it's going to break off. So you must keep it moisturized. So this moisturizer is called Hydrate Me Now. It hydrates the hair, keeps the hair soft and supple, and you only need to use it once for the week. There's enough oils to keep it. Yeah, because when I was saying too many oils, just going to suffocate your hair and not actually moisturize the hair. So this is what I would recommend. This is $13.99, the hydration spray. After you've applied that, I would say you could use a very small amount of this oil. This oil is called Nubian Love oil. This oil it's an oil, but it's a lightweight oil, so it's not going to make your hair greasy. It's not going to make your hair heavy. You can also use this oil if you've got locks, because you don't want to have oils that are too heavy that's going to trap lint and weigh the hair down. And another great thing about this oil is you can use it as a body oil as well. So you can use it as a body oil, keeps your skin nice and soft, and you can also use it as a scalp oil. And like I said, use about 1 or 2 pumps after you've applied the hydration spray, 1 or 2 pumps on top of the hair after you've applied the moisturizer to seal that moisture in so the hair doesn't dry out again so fast. So this is also 13. So after that, what I would recommend as well is if your hair is like very dry, especially as well with this weather that we've been experiencing today and over the past couple of days, you can use something called Daily Dew. This is a daily spray that you can spray in your hair. It's lightweight, so it can be sprayed in daily. And this is just going to give your hair another lift of boost, should I say, of moisture. So instead of reaching for more oil, you need to reach for an actual moisturizer, which is very, very lightweight and water-based, that is going to keep the hair hydrated. Because a lot of the time we think our hair is dry, we think, oh, I need more oil. Oil is not what we need. We need moisturizer, something that's really going to keep the hair supple and hydrated from within. So this is definitely something that I would recommend, the Daily Dew. This comes in 3 different fragrances. This is sweet mandarin. We also do peppermint and lavender, and they're all natural. We use essential oils to fragrance them, so it's no artificial fragrances or anything like that. So I would definitely recommend that. And then importantly, after you've shampooed your hair, you must use I forgot to say, this is also $13.99. So this is what you need to use after you've washed your hair. It's a conditioner, deep conditioner. So a lot of the time when Black people wash their hair, they just use a shampoo and then, you know, they go on to use the moisturizer, if they do, or the oils, the grease, the DAX and whatnot after that. Whereas we should be incorporating deep conditioning in our routine a lot more. In fact, every time you wash your hair, you should really try to deep condition it, because what this does is it replenishes back that lost moisture from the washing process. So remember, the washing process is taking away the good, the bad, the ugly, the good oils, the bad oils, the toxins, the fumes, the pollutants, everything. It's taking out everything of the hair. So the hair is basically going to be, dry or, from the washing process. Even though I recommend sulfate-free shampoos, that we have our shampoo is sulfate-free, so it doesn't have sulfates to make the hair extra dry. However, the deep conditioning is important to restore that moisture back into the hair. So this has got like aloe vera in here, castor oil, avocado oil, moringa, fenugreek, coconut oil, all those really, really great ingredients that help to, keep the hair soft and supple. So I think you would have just about got round to your £50 with that. And if
how much did that all come to?
well,
so tell me
yeah,
again.
yeah. So
I'm gonna do my calculator.
Okay, so this one is £13.99.
All right, so that's the daily due.
This is the daily due, yeah.
£13.99 plus.
Yeah, this is £13.99. So £13.99 times 3.
Times 3. Okay.
That comes up to how much?
That's £41.97.
Okay,
and then
this one.
And then the fenugreek. Yeah.
This one is £14.99. So remember, this is an optional one that you're going to use when you're, washing your hair. However, the 3 main ones that you need on a day-to-day or week-to-week basis are these. This is what you need.
Of those. Okay. So £56.90.
Exactly. Father Christmas might give you £56.96. Yeah. Father Christmas might give you the extra £6 to top up, or maybe you're.
But it's not a large amount to spend for things that are actually good for your hair. So I take it you don't use no parabens, no sulfates, no sulfate. Yeah.
You can see all these stuff here. So yeah, no silicones, no DEA, no lanolin, mineral oil, paraffins, silicones. Yeah, all those, everything you mentioned, and obviously
none of that's in there.
And it's all on the side that you can see there. And if you've got thinning edges, if you've got thinning edges, traction alopecia, anything like that, then we would recommend this Restorer serum. So this is for like thinning edges, scalp issues. It's got fenugreek, it's got Ayurvedic herbs, which are Indian hair herbs, which are very good for strengthening the hair, helping to prevent premature graying, shedding of the hair. It also has biotin, sulfur, because sulfur is actually in our body naturally as well. Not sulfate, which they've mixed up with petroleum oil, not that. This sulfur is mixed with all the natural other oils, and essential oils got thyme, rosemary, and lots of other things which are very, very effective at keeping the hair in a good, pH balanced condition, so the hair can grow out of the scalp healthy and strong.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. I might get some of the things for my edges.
Yes, if you're feeling extra bougie, like for the summertime, we've got this gel. It's called Feels Good, Looks Good. It's a natural styling gel made of marshmallow root and aloe vera. This is what you're going to use if you want to define curls and all those things. Natural, healthy products which are created with your hair's best health interest in mind. Not just to look good.
Yeah, and when they're seeping into your pores, it's not going to do your body any damage either. It's all natural stuff.
That's right, all natural stuff.
It's interesting. Yeah.
And we've got a larger range than this. It's just a few things. So you'd have to go to the website to check out everything. But
which is I think that's going to be my next question anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, that's not my next question. But so you're going to give us your website and all of the rest of it anyway at some point. But yeah, go on. You were saying?
Yeah, so I was just going to say that those are the main things that you need on a day-to-day basis to keep your hair in good condition, and so forth.
All right. Next question, Shasha. Do you want to ask it?
Yep. Mm-hmm. What's one thing people will be surprised to learn about running a successful hair business that they don't see behind the scenes?
Oh gosh, that's a big sigh. There's quite a few things, but one thing in particular would be like the marketing, advertising, all those kind of things for the business. It's not just because remember, if nobody knows that you exist, if you could have the best product, hair product, or the best food product, whatever it is, you can have the best one out there. But if people don't know you exist, they don't know it exists, it's as good as nothing really. So as much as we've been going for this period of time, and we have our customers that have been buying from us, like our regular customers and people that recommend us word of mouth and so forth, we still feel it's very important for us to go out there and go to different areas and neighborhoods and introduce the brands to those who don't know about us. So
Right.
that can be quite tiring, as you can attest to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As we've learned, yeah.
Yeah, it can really, really be a big
Yeah.
strain. But people don't see all that side when you've got to go and set up for a show, prepare for that show, travel however many miles to go to that show. Plus, if you've got if it's an outdoor show and you've got to set up your gazebo, then after that, pack everything down, go back home,
Yeah.
lock up, prepare all these products, in our facilities. It takes a long time. It's not just what you
It
see
does.
the end like this. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. Yeah.
It does. We just done Liverpool over the weekend, and I'm still trying to recover. It's hard graft, man.
Yeah.
It really is.
And some of these shows are very long. Yeah, as you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Liverpool was 12:30 to 9:30, mate.
You see?
Long day.
Yeah. But it's all worth
But it's
it.
rewarding now.
Sorry?
I'm saying it's rewarding now, because you
Yeah,
get the different play. Even though you're tired a lot of the time, it's definitely not for the faint-hearted.
Yeah.
You don't just turn up then everything's just looking pretty and nice. No, you have to have the stamina for it. You have to have the wholehearted drive for it and a passion for it.
Mm-hmm.
And to know that, okay, you're going to be going at you to be able to. If you're not someone who likes to communicate with people, it's not for you, because you have to be able to talk to people and engage with them and all the rest of it. But yeah, it's definitely rewarding to meet different people, different areas.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing that look,
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
But yeah. Shall I read this one?
Okay, so looking at I've started looking ahead. What's next for Hair Today and Hair Tomorrow? I think that's a brilliant name, by the way. I said that to you.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's such a brilliant name. And where can your audience find you? So let's what's next for you guys? How are you going to level up and grow?
Okay, so we are actually, it's funny because people always say, oh, are you going to go into shops? Are you going to this and that? And I'm like, well, shops are closing down left, right, and centre. I think since COVID, people are gearing more towards online shopping. So I still don't think that would be the direction to go in terms of for the business. What we do want to do, though, is have a lot more ambassadors that can go out. So if anybody's interested in being an ambassador, it's very rewarding as well. You can obviously contact us via our website, but I'm going to give the details in a minute. And you can see how you can also make passive income by doing this, and see how it fits your lifestyle and so forth. So we want to have more brand ambassadors, and we are also at first we only had it like for the UK, but now we're expanding. We're going into other countries. So we're
good for you. Brilliant.
Yeah, so that other people can get a taste of the sweet pie.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, good for you. I love that.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so where can our audience find you if they want to book or follow your work, support your business? Give us your details.
Okay, so you can head on down to www.hairtodayandhairtomorrow. Not hair today and gone tomorrow. You want your hair today and tomorrow. So hair is in
hair tomorrow as well, yeah.
Right. So it's HAIR, hair is in hair on your head today, and hair tomorrow.com or .co.uk. You can also find us on Twitter or X, shall I say? Sorry, it's X now, isn't it? And you can find us on Instagram, Hair Today and Hair Tomorrow, Facebook, Hair, HAIR, and then it's the number 2, and then DAY, day, and then number 2, Mo, MO. So that's the only one that has got it kind of abbreviated, because you couldn't have a long name. But for Instagram, it's Hair Today and Hair Tomorrow. The full word today, full word and full word
today
hair
and tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we'll pop it in the group anyway.
Yes, Hair Today. And
that's your logo, yeah. and we'll pop it. We'll pop if you've got like a flyer you can send me or something that's got all your details on it. I'll just pop it in the group so that people can revert back to it anyway. So I could do that
Great.
tomorrow.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
All right.
Yeah,
So I think we've got time to do one topic.
yes.
Sorry, say it again.
I said, yeah. So if you're struggling with your hair and you want to know how you can keep it softer, whatever issues you might have, we do consultations. So you can speak to me or somebody in my team, and we can get a consultation sorted out for you. If you've got any kind of thin in the hair, or you want to know how to do a particular style with your hair, we can help you in different areas. So yeah, give us a try. It's not the end of the road
Yeah.
just yet.
No, it's brilliant. And like I said, I've watched you have repeat customers. People have bought into the brand already. It's obviously helping people. So well done to you and your family for creating such a wonderful brand that's good for you as a person. It's not going to harm you. It's natural. And it encourages us to embrace our own beauty and to be natural and to do our own thing. So good for you. I'm really proud of you. Proud to have
Oh,
met you. You've done some
yeah.
stuff with Black Excellence. It's been amazing. It's been an amazing journey, and I wish you more success as the business goes on and just go on to grow and just be bigger and better than you have been. So yeah, good for you.
Amen. Thank
Well
you.
done. All right, I think we've got time for one topic before the computer completely pops down.
Oh my God.
Because I'm freezing. This doesn't happen to me as the host. I'm usually all right, but yeah, even me, it's not happening. So let me share my screen. We'll do this one topic before we head off. Okay. Oh, what happened there? Ugh, it was just there. Why did it do that? Hang on. It was Lorene Forrester posted this about people, women in particular, going to the beach in the thong. So let's hear what this lady had to say. Can you hear? Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, good morning. Summer is coming up. Well, summer is almost here, basically. But there is something that has been bothering me for a couple of years, well, ever since the trend came out, and people have taken it up like, and I have a problem with it, especially as a parent. No. When I want to have a wonderful family day with my child, my mother, my other family members, etc., and I decide that the venue for that family outing or family time is the beach. I do not want to go to the beach and see you and your man and your friends. I don't want to see you females in a thong bikini or a thong swimsuit. The beach, a public beach, is not the place for that. I do not wish for my child to be exposed to your bottom jaw. I don't want to see it.
Bottom jaw, you know.
Others do not want to see it. There's something called time and place. Public beach in the presence of children is not the place for your thong swimsuit. Okay? The place for that attire is a private beach, an adults only hotel, your bedroom. Yeah, not a public beach.
All right.
Anyway, good morning.
Hang on a minute. Let's mute you now. So what do we think about this, ladies? Do you think she's right? Do you think she has a point? Natasha chose this topic. Why did you choose this, Natasha? Let's
Yeah.
go with you first.
Oh my gosh. Because I just thought to myself, you know what? There are just so many people in the world that are. It's almost as if they believe that everything belongs to them. Like, I don't personally feel that it's a problem for. I've seen some real states on the beach, yeah. But at the end of the day,
Right.
what they yeah, what they decide to wear is their business. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not focusing on them. I might go to the beach and I hear people playing music that I don't particularly like, but it's a public space. You know,
Right.
you just have to
Right.
kind of live and let live. You know, that's what people do on the beach. They wear if you ask a child, you know, what do people wear on beaches? They're going to tell you, you know, knickers and pants, knickers and bras. You know, in their language.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
that's what people wear. So I mean, I just think she's very old fashioned and outdated. That's my personal
That
opinion.
was
I mean,
your opinion, yeah.
yeah, if it's about people being nude on the beach, obviously that's another story. But
Yeah.
you
Right.
know, the song is covering something. It's the bikini. So
Yeah.
you know, I think she's a bit, yeah. Those ones that are so holy than holy with no earthly use, just ready to go straight into heaven. So
Mm-hmm.
So then feel anyway. But
exactly, yeah, it's true. Yeah, that's my opinion.
thou should
I
not
think she's
judge the
right.
things that you can't anyway. But yeah, go on, Charlene.
I think she went too far. Too far, and end of the day, it's a pub. She forget what word she's using. It's a public place, and children nowadays, as you said, Natasha, they know what people are wearing. You
Exactly.
know, 'cause if you're nude and it's not a nudist beach, that's a different conversation.
Mm.
But you're going to a
Yeah,
public place, so if you don't want your kids to see it, don't go there.
Yeah, blow up the paddling pool in the
Get
garden.
right, exactly. Blow up make your own pretend beach in your garden where you can monitorize who is going where and who ain't going where.
Mm.
So you don't have to have nobody in your house who's wearing a skimpy bikini. That's people wear that. It's a beach to have fun. They're not worrying about how big their backside is or how skimpy their bikini is. They don't want to have a
they're
full
going to
fledged.
just going to the beach.
Mm.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? She's very, very old fashioned, and you'll find she's mostly one of them ones that do the most wickedest things, but you don't know about it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, yeah, it's true.
Holier than down my
Oh,
ass.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I agree with you both. I'm just like, you have to just live and let people live, boy. It just is what it is. If you want to wear, I personally don't like them. For me, I
Mm.
wouldn't wear them, but I'm not, I don't really care if anybody else does. Does that make
Mm.
sense?
Mm.
My
Yeah,
mum, however, is just like, why don't you cover up herself, man? So there are people who feel that way, but
Mm.
my mum
But
don't
she's
like
not
full
gonna let it
bikinis.
ruin her day. Yeah, she's not gonna come on
But
and
she's
start
not.
complaining.
No, she's not. Anyway, here's what our noble Bravado Massive had to say to her and her comments. Then stay your ass at home with your family barbecue.
oh God.
Each their own because, as she said, it's a public beach, says Nick Nicks. So Joseph Bosu said, stay your ass at home. Nick Nick said, to each their own because, as she said, it's a public beach. So people
Mm.
can do what they want. Agreed. You can't, you know what I mean? You don't want to see it, then don't go there.
Mm. Don't look over
Um,
there.
right. Corinne McLean said, who cares what people wear? You think kids care about some bum cheeks? I think she's upset that her husband's looking at these women.
Right.
True, I agree with you. Oh yeah.
Exactly that.
Lee Carter said, I doubt she can see them if they were right in front of her. Um, and I said, naughty, naughty, because she had cross eyes, didn't she?
Yeah.
So Lee was making reference to the fact that because she's got cross eyes, she ain't going to see the bikini anyway. which was very naughty of it. Very naughty. I know Bravado Maths can be very harsh when they're ready. But yeah, that's what they had to say on that.
Oh,
But yes, I think we should wrap up before this computer completely pops down. I can see me sticking. I don't know if it's translating to you lot, but for me personally, I can see me sticking. It's
yeah.
having a rough time today. So we'll wrap up. So Tasha, again, thank you so much for coming on. Congratulations for your business.
Yes.
We've got some big things coming up with Diva Choice as well, me and Shasha. We've got some things coming up, but yeah, we'll talk
Yeah.
about that a little later. About that a little later. Let me just get my head around it first, and then we'll talk about it. But yeah, here today, here tomorrow.com or .co.uk. They can find you on. Yeah, Instagram, here today and here tomorrow. Follow, like, hit her up for consultation or to get some advice on what hair care products are good for you. I learned today that oil is not moisture. You do need some sort of a water base that's mixed with light oils that will help your hair not to be dry. I'm definitely the one that will slap on the dax when I had the hair trying to get it to not be so dry. You fling on the grease and it doesn't necessarily help. So that's
Oh
good to
god.
know. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. Thank you. Oh, would you come back on again?
Definitely, yeah. I've had a good time.
Yeah, see? We love that. We love that. But yeah, we'll definitely have you back on again. I want to thank No Bravado Massive for always showing up, for posting, for leaving your well, I was going to say horrendous and hilarious comments, because some of them are horrendous, which we will get into next week, because we haven't had a chance to look at some of the things. I'm like, wow, okay. Some of them are horrendous, but for the most part, they're hilarious, and we love you. And thank you, just thank you for everything. And we'll see you next week, Tuesday at 8. So yeah, thanks for
Yes.
being here, guys.
Bye.
Nice to
Peace.
see you, Tasha.
You too, hon.
Have a good evening.
Thanks,
Have a
Tasha,
good
man.
evening.
It's been amazing.
See you.
Bye, love.
Take care.
Bye, bye.